And I want to remind you of something as I begin today, that you were born to do something great with your life.
Normal is an enemy. Every believer should flee from normal. When you walk with God, you should not be ordinary. When you walk with God, you ought not be like everybody else. When you walk with God, he does amazing stuff. When you walk with God, he lets you meet people you never thought you would meet. When you walk with God, there's a spirit of gratitude that comes into your life because your life is not normal. When you walk with God, God will always do the unexpected. I'm wondering if there's anybody in here who's spiritual enough to have walked in the unexpected. You can't put me in a box. You can't expect me to always dress the same, look the same, and act the same. You can't expect me to fit into your routine, ordinary, lifeless, philosophical ideology, because I serve a God. He does the unexpected. Have you met my God?
People around you are trying to get you to conform to average. The thing that's going to kill your dream is your addiction to other people's approval.
Are there areas that you're being common in, doing what everybody else is doing? God has uncommon favor in your future, but you have to do your part and be uncommon. That's what brings uncommon turnarounds, uncommon favor. This is what happened with David. David made this decision to be uncommon. He was willing to do what others wouldn't do. When others were shrinking back in fear, David rose up in faith. When you go against the grain, don't be surprised if common people tell you how it's not going to happen. You can't start your business. You don't have the experience. You have something on you that they cannot see. Ordinary people would settle. The good news is you are uncommon. Like David, you're going to defeat giants that look bigger. You're going to accomplish dreams that seemed impossible. Friends, God has not only chosen you, but he has set you apart.
You got to get a little bit more intense. You got to stop being so dadgum casual.
Being successful is so hard, but I realized that not being successful was hard too. How you going to feed your children? How you going to pay your bills? It's hard, ain't it? Just make the decision that you're not going to be poor anymore. Don't matter how you were born. It's a decision, man. You could be poor and become rich.
This is going to be the year that the cycle breaks. This is going to be the year that you leap over obstacles. This is going to be the year that the tail becomes the head. 2022 is my year for the unexpected. Don't look for me where you left me. Don't expect me to be where you dropped me off, because I'm getting ready to step somewhere I've never stepped before. Don't expect me to be expected. Don't expect me to be normal. I will not stay where you leave me. I will not stay in the condition I was in. Something is going to move this year. Something's going to open up this year. Give God the glory. Yeah. I'm getting ready to break the routine. I'm getting ready to do the impossible. I'm getting ready to stand on my own. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. I will arise till I rise.
Regardless of where you come from, regardless of what you've been carrying with you, if you could decide today that you were born to do something great.
We all face things in life that try to push us down. But God didn't create you to be overcome. He created you as an overcomer. There's a force breathing in your direction, giving you strength that you didn't have. It causes you to rise up. That difficulty cannot defeat you. It's just a matter of time before you rise back up. You may be down, but that is not your final destination. God is saying, get ready to rise. What was meant for your harm, God is turning to your advantage. I shall arise. When you say that, forces of darkness tremble. No more, it's never going to change. My business will never make it. Zip that up. If you talk defeat, you're going to have defeat. I'm not denying the problem, All I'm saying is I'm not staying here. I shall arise. God hasn't brought you this far to leave you. And that person that walked out on you, they didn't stop your destiny. God has somebody better coming. You may be in a pit, so to speak. The good news is the Most High God is about to lift you out. He's about to open new doors, bring new opportunities. That pit is not your destiny. Get ready to rise. Nothing you face can keep you from your purpose. The enemy may have done his best, but his best will never be enough. We had a big hurricane here in Houston. Huge oak trees, 3 or 4 feet around. None of them could withstand the hurricane force winds. Unlike the other trees, the palm is able to bend so it doesn't break. All these other trees down on the ground, what's the difference? God put bounce back in the palm tree. Psalm 92 says, the righteous will flourish like a palm tree. He knew things would try to push us down and keep us from our destiny. So he said, I'm going to put bounce back in your spirit. You may be bent over right now. You're facing challenges. No, get ready to rise. You have bounce back in your spirit. You're going to rise up healthy. You're not going to look like what you've been through. When the tree is being pushed over by the strong winds, that's strengthening the root system. When the palm tree straightens back up, it's actually stronger than it was before. When you straighten back up, you're not going to be the same. You're going to be stronger, ready for new growth. You need to remind yourself, I may bend, but I'm not going to break. Defeat is not how your story ends. Trouble, not having enough, is not permanent. You're about to see breakthroughs, joy, victory. But sometimes we've been in the storm so long, we've forgotten what it's like to be standing back up. Yes, I've had some bad breaks, but I'm not giving up on my dreams. I'm not settling for mediocrity. I know He's going to make things right. Don't let the delays, the unexpected storm convince you that you've seen your best days. God is up to something. He may not have sent the difficulty, but He wouldn't have allowed it if it was going to keep you from your destiny. God will make things right in your life. He'll pay you back for the wrongs. He will get you to your destiny. You haven't seen, heard, or imagined where God is taking you. You had a setback, that's okay. It's setting you up for greater influence. Don't sit around sour. Get ready for the greater things that God is about to do. Be in a tough time. Stick in there and see what God is up to. The pit is only temporary. The depression is not how your story ends. You are closer than you think. It's going to happen sooner than it looks. The bigger you make God, the smaller your problems will become. But the enemy is always trying to get us to let the problem arise. When you speak defeat, you bring defeat on the scene. When you speak victory, you bring God on the scene. There's nothing that He can't do. Depression, lack cannot stand against our God. All through the day, it's so important to keep a song of praise in your heart. Lord, thank you that there's nothing you can't do. You're a way maker, a miracle worker, a promise keeper. That's not just being positive. That's what allows the most powerful force in the universe to go to work on your behalf. Yes, I've made mistakes, but I know I'm forgiven. I know I've been redeemed. Those mistakes didn't cancel your destiny. God has already forgiven you. Now forgive yourself and move on. Proverbs says, a good person falls 7 times, but they rise again. Nothing you've done is too much for the mercy of God. You can still become who you were created to be. You may bend, but you're not going to break. In your thoughts, keep thanking Him for His promises, making Him bigger than what you're facing. God is going to make things happen that you didn't see coming.